Today I'm going to do a little review on the Herrmans H1S dynamo headlight. I'm using this light on two of my Dino Hub bikes, and I like it a lot. It's a 75 lux, so while it's not the brightest light out there, it's certainly adequate for what I need it for. Price point on this, retail on it is $75 US. Makes it about 100 Canadian, so you know that doesn't position it at the top or the bottom of the price scale. You can get more expensive and cheaper ones. So taking it out of the package, the unit has the LED light here and also has an integrated reflector. The body is aluminum, so it's very sturdy. On-off switch on the back. It has a power lead wired right into it with a coiled wire. That's the input side to go to the Dino Hub. It also has two sets of connectors on the back, an input and an output set. So we take this little protective cover off here. You can leave that cover in place if you're not going to be connecting wires to it. And inside you'll see a couple of sets of small spade connectors, and you can actually connect to them with the small female type spade connectors. I forget exactly what size they call these, but anyway, they clip right on there. So if you're running a tail light off of this, you connect those connectors here and run your wire to the tail light. Now the mounting options, it comes with the standard single bolt bracket for mounting on the brake mounting hole on the fork crown, and it also comes with this bracket, which is specifically made for a Suntour fork. Some Suntour forks have a bracket that this would mount to. Now, I have used this bracket on both of my bikes by custom fabricating a mounting system. I find it works very well. I will show you that later when we go look at the bikes. I have paired my headlight with this Herrmans H track tail light, 50mm mount spacing. It has a stand light feature so that you know when you've stopped, the outer ring of the light stays on so that you're visible when you're not moving. Actually, the headlight also has a stand light feature. These two small LEDs here stay on once you've you know, ran the light enough to charge the capacitor in it. Once you stop moving, the main light will go out, but the two small stand lights will stay on so that at least you are visible. They're not powerful enough to illuminate your path, but they are bright enough so that you can be seen when you're not moving. So as I mentioned before, I custom fabricated my mounting system using the optional plastic mounting bracket. And what I did for this bike, okay, this is a 1 1/8" threadless headset type. So I used a bracket. Now this is a bracket that comes with a basket mounting system. It's actually made for 1 1/8" threaded type. You can see it's got the little tongue there to engage the groove on a threaded type steerer. So what I did was I filed that off, and I just pinched that in the spacers, and then you know, bent it to suit, and then mounted the bracket, drilled some holes and mounted the bracket on there. Now number 8 wood screws will actually screw into that and secure it quite nicely. That's what I've done here. I could have trimmed the sides off, but what I did instead was just padded the ends here with some plastic caps so that it doesn't damage the frame if it turns all the way around. So anyway, that's how I rigged them out on this one. On this bike I'm using the light in conjunction with a SP shutter precision dyno hub. Up to about 8 or 9 kilometers an hour. Gets a little bit of a flicker to it, but anything faster than that, it produces a good steady light. Same with the tail light. Flickers a bit at the low speed, but after you get up to over 10 kilometers an hour, it comes on nice and steady. So even after that, just giving it a couple of little spins there, the stand light feature is already it's already charged enough for the stand light feature to work. This bike is a 1-inch threaded headset, and again I used the plastic mounting bracket, and I fastened it onto a bracket that's actually meant to mount cell phones and carry-alls on it. Okay, so I've got the same bracket up here with the cell phone case that clips onto it, and mounted the same bracket under here, and just cut the tabs off it and screwed the mounting bracket directly into it. Again, just with wood screws, and it holds it quite securely. My concern with the light being upside down was that the light pattern would be affected, but it seems to be fine. Actually, if anything, I find that the light shows up better on this one than it does on the other one. Again, you know, you have to get it up to about 10K to get the light to come on steady. This one is powered by a Union Dino Hub. I didn't know it at the time, but when I did the series on salvaging the Dino Hub, this is the hub that I did the video series on. I've since come to find out, thanks to readers or viewers that commented, that Union was actually the forerunner of the Schmidt Dino Hub. So it's a very good unit, and it's been serving me well. As for the pattern of the light, it projects a fairly narrow focused beam. It's bright enough to illuminate your path of travel for city riding, particularly where there's street lights around. I don't think it would be really bright enough for off-road. I've taken it onto some bike trails, and it was okay for that, you know, where you didn't expect to encounter any huge obstacles. But if I was going off-road, where there could be rocks and roots and things like that, I think it's you'd want something a little bit brighter for that. Also, as I said, the beam is quite narrow and focused. So if you're looking for something with a more of a wide angle beam, you know, more peripheral light, then this probably isn't it. Alright, some final thoughts here. The light itself, for the price, is, to my mind anyway, is a good value, and a decent light for city riding. You know, riding on streets with street lights and so forth, it's more than adequate. The taillight is excellent. Really no need for anything more than that in a taillight. The optional mounting bracket, I like that a lot. As you saw, I was able to adapt it with a little bit of homegrown fiddling and worked quite well. As I said, the beam of the light is quite narrow and focused, so if a wider peripheral beam is required, then I should probably look for some other options. Anyway, I did make a video that showed a night ride with this light. It doesn't show up all that great on the camera, but anyway, if you look on your screen now, you'll see a link to that video. It's the last in a series of videos on salvaging a Dino Hub, and I will put that link here as well, and another link to another video that you may enjoy. Thanks for watching.